What's good, y'all? It's your boy Sean P. the Blunt guy. Hey! And we are back with another One Piece chapter reaction. Today we are reacting to chapter 1080. Title of this chapter is The Legendary Hero. Man, if the title, just based on the title, I'm already getting Monkey D. Garp vibes, which already I'm loving the chapter and I haven't even read a single panel just yet, but I'm getting Garp vibes, and we already know what Garp was up to last chapter, or last time we seen Garp. We know what he was up to. So if this is a Garp centric chapter, that means we might be getting some Blackbeard and Garp stuff. I don't know if it's gonna be Garp and Blackbeard, but it's gonna be, Blackbeard going to confront, or Garp, Monkey D. Garp going to confront Blackbeard. Now, before we get into the chapter, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also, subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts on the chapter, on my reaction. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? What did I miss? Let me know down in the comments. Also, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. If you want to get at me directly, follow me on Twitch as well so you can catch me live and you can engage with me in real time. And make sure you become a member of the Discord so you can send me One Piece content to react to. You could join, you could be a part of discussions, and you can get at me directly. It's going to be the best place to get at me directly. All of these will be in the description box down below. All right, y'all. So y'all know what we here for. This is One Piece, chapter 1080. The title of this chapter is The Legendary Hero. And we know who's always held as a legendary hero when it comes to this story, especially on the world government side. You know, someone who's always hyped up to be this legendary hero, Garp, right? I think Kobe, Kobe has been looking heroish as well. You know, he's been building that reputation similar to Garp as well. But, Kobe's kind of held as a prisoner to Blackbeard. And either way, right? Either way, if this is about Kobe or Blackbeard, or not Blackbeard, but Garp, if this is about Kobe or Garp, that means we're getting some stuff in that area, right? The whole Blackbeard, Kobe, Garp situation that's going down. But I'm really excited, bro. I'm hoping we get some Monkey D. Garp. If we get some action from Monkey D. Garp, bro, 10 out of 10 chapter already. Just saying. For me, it's going to be a 10 out of 10 chapter because it's Garp, bro. I think Garp is like easily one of my top 5 favorites. Somebody I always classify as one of the best characters. Not just my favorite, but just as far as how well he's written, right? The fact that his son is the fact that he's a Marine, a hero of Marines. His son is a revolutionary. His grandson is a pirate trying to become Pirate King, and he adopted the previous Pirate King son, Ace. Also, kind of took care of Sabo as well, who became the right hand to his son, Dragon. So, bro, Garp has a very complicated, family, a very complicated family structure. So, and I think Marineford really was a arc that had Garp's character shine, because it's like his duty as a Marine, but yet he had to fulfill his duty as a Marine. He had to ensure that his adopted son was executed, right? Bro, I don't want to get back into that, but I'm just saying Garp is the man. Now let's get into the chapter. All right, so One Piece chapter 1080, The Legendary Hero. Give me them Garp vibes. Give me them Garp vibes. So we got a cover request by Akamine Aoi. I don't know how to say that. Kawamatsu and Hiyori playing with origami. So we see Hiyori. We see Kawamatsu. There's a swan in the background, and then we see a little origami swan. Hey man, we I also gotta call it out, man. You know, Hiyori is definitely racist. Not maybe not racist, but discriminate towards the Korazumi clan, right? Like let's not forget what Hiyori said about the Korazumi, how they're meant to burn or something like that. You know, so and we learn that Otama, I think in the previous SBS, I think it was confirmed that Otama was a Korazumi as well. So is Hiyori gonna be cool with Otama being executed? You know what I'm saying? Is Hiyori gonna be cool with that? You know what I'm saying? Cause according to her, the Korazumi are meant to burn. You know what I mean? So don't think we forgot about that, Hiyori. Don't think we forgot about that. I haven't forgot. I haven't forgot. So we're on Hashinosu, the pirate island, new world. Oh, we already getting into it. I love it. I love it. I thought it might have been like a lead into, like maybe we're at Egghead Island, and then we eventually lead into Hachinosu or something or whatever going on with Garp, Blackbeard, and them. But we getting right into it. I like that. I like that. It says Havoc at the Hive of Piracy. Captain Kobe on the loose. No kid. Okay, so Kobe got loose. So Kobe got loose, and then we see a bunch of pirates shooting guns in the air, waving their swords. They say then the Commodores got no claim on him. His bounty's up for grabs. How much do we get for killing? Don't ask me. Cross Guild's footing the bill. Oh, I like this. I like this. I like this. So I'm assuming Blackbeard might not be on the island. If Kobe got loose and Blackbeard isn't, like, you know what I'm saying, or like who is keeping track of Kobe? You know, like who is guarding Kobe and how did he get loose? Is Blackbeard gone? I would think Blackbeard might be gone. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he might be out there doing whatever he doing. Like he could still be fighting Law. I don't know. Or he's beating Law and maybe he's on his way back. I'm not sure, but it doesn't seem, I could be wrong, but it doesn't seem like Blackbeard is on the island. And I love how we're seeing some cross guild stuff, right? We're getting some cross guild being mentioned about them, like about the bounties and stuff on these Marines. And so we see two Marines looking at a paper. They say, I've got his collection ticket right here. The payout is huge. Spit it out. How much does his head win us? And okay, so we see a bounty poster for Kobe. We get a Kobe bounty poster, and he says he's a 5-star bounty. Each star's worth a chest of booty, so he's worth around 500 million. The average captain only fetches a single star. Okay. So we see this bounty poster with Kobe on it, and he has 5. It says 5 stars. The guy says each star is worth a chest of booty, a chest of treasure. And it says he's worth around 500 million. So that makes me think that each star is about 100 million. Like each star is worth 100 million. So 1 star, 100 million, 2 stars, 200. Kobe is 5 stars, so he's like 500 million. You know what I mean? But I'm liking this. I'm liking that we're seeing some ramifications of the Cross Guild putting bounties on people. Like that was introduced early in the arc. Well, before the Egghead arc started, like between Wano and Egghead, right? when we got the whole Cross Guild reveal, we know that they was putting actual bounties on Marines and stuff. So now we're actually really seeing that coming to fruition, right? We actually see a bounty poster on one of the characters, on Kobe specifically. So it's nice that we're getting that call back. All right, so we see that big skull of Hachinosu, and someone says, I'm feeling a tickling sensation on the left side of my chest. That's right around where we keep the unsold slaves. Naya, don't tell me they're escaping too. I don't know who's talking. Is that who says Naya? I feel like there's a character that speaks like Naya, but they're like cause that's like a cat. Like ain't Naya like a how like Japanese people use for cats or something like Naya. I don't know. It's like NY. I don't know. Anyway, we see these pirates. They said, does this mean it's open season on all of them? Pizarro sign. Oh, so Pizarro is on the island. So Pizarro might be like the highest ranking Blackbeard member on the actual island. You know, he might be the actual only one. They say, you crazy, quit being so bloodthirsty. We need them alive. That includes Kobe. Listen, or I'll tell Teach. They say, is that voice coming from the rock face? Now we got Kobe holding a. Okay, so you know how you got those ball and chains you put on like prisoners so they got like drag it around when they move. Kobe has one of those attached to his right ankle, but he's like carrying the ball. At first I thought he was pulling the Garp. You know how Garp used like cannonballs to throw? Like that's what I thought. I thought he was taking like a cannonball to throw at the Skull Dome. And it says Navy HQ Captain Sword Member Kobe. So he says, Huff. They know we're here. Let's hurry. Hold on, wasn't Kobe like a rear fleet admiral or something? I thought he was like like higher than the captain at this point. Or was that like a mistake by Oda? I'm curious. Cause I remember back in Wano, I think when he was talking to X Drake, it said he was like a rare fleet admiral, like he was like up there with like a vice admiral or something. Like, I don't remember what it said he was, but he was up there with like a vice admiral. You know, but now they're saying he's a captain, just a normal captain, which I guess still makes sense that he's more of a closer to a captain versus a vice admiral. I mean, but Kobe got stronger, so. So one of the prisoners say, we wouldn't have made it this far without you, Captain Kobe. Another one says, please keep going. I'll act as a decoy and keep them busy. They say, thank you. You're the best. Don't lose track of Kobe. Hunt him down. So we got some of the pirates looking for Kobe and the other prisoners. What's Blackbeard doing with all these prisoners though? Or I think they're slaves. I think he's using them as slaves. Yeah, I think that's what. But what does Blackbeard need slaves for though? And it's it's like now we know that Blackbeard has slaves, which I guess you could have speculated before, but what is he using slaves for? Just as like simple jobs he don't want to do, like clean the toilets and stuff? Or is he like building something? Like is he building something? Or like I wonder what these slaves are for. Like are they just doing like like manual labor or whatever? Or are they actually is he building something that we're not aware of yet? You know what I mean? One of the prisoners or slaves said, he's a saint. Okay, so what? All right, so we got Shilu and Pizarro. It says Shiru of the rain, an invisible man who ate the clear fruit. And then the corrupt king Avalo Perazzo, an island man who ate the island fruit. Pizarro ate the island fruit. And you see him, he's kind of like blend into the ground. Like he's like assimilated into the floor. And Shilu say, you could just catch him yourself, Pizarro. And then Pizarro says, nah, Teach always gets pissed at me for causing too much damage. Nah, yeah. So the man an island fruit. He is an island man. I gotta see what this devil fruit does. Like, can he actually move islands? Is it like, does he become part of the terrain? Where it kind of like, is it kind of like Pika, except at a higher level? And why I say higher level is because Pika could assimilate with stone, but he was limited to stone though. Where Pizarro could probably assimilate with the actual earth and possibly manipulate like rocks, dirt, all that stuff. Where Pika could only like manipulate like stone and stuff. Bro, this man can he actually like turn into an island and like float on top of the water like an island? Like I, I'm I'm curious. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. All right, but we got someone on like a big old bubble coming from the window. I guess where Pizarro and Shiloh is. And then they say, then can I go? And Pizarro says, what do you have in mind, Vasco? Okay, so that is Vasco's shot. He's like riding a bubble. Does he have like a bubble devil fruit? You know what I mean? It's wild seeing what we've been getting from Egghead about bubbles. Does Vasco Shot have a bubble devil fruit? And is his bubbles kind of like the one Vegapunk created? Because if so, maybe Vegapunk got the idea to create those type of bubbles from Vasco Shot's devil fruit. But he is riding the bubble though. He is riding the bubble. I don't know what these bubbles are. Vasco Shot says, if I burn the town down, there'll be nowhere left to run. Bro, I'm low key liking how we're getting I like how we're getting more like character development with the Blackbeard pirates. Like we're learning more about them, their devil fruits, kind of their how they are. Like Vasco Shot's just ready to burn down the whole town. But Pizarro's like, look, I like it, but teacher's gonna get pissed. So no. So it's heavy drinker Vasco Shot, a booze man who ate the glug glug fruit. So he has a booze ability, like a alcohol ability. I want to see him and Zoro fight. I want to see Vasco Shot versus not like for Zoro's main fight, but just kind of like maybe a clash where Zoro's like, "Oh, you got some alcohol, huh? Let me get a little bit of that. Let me get a swig, huh? You know." Like they're fighting and Vasco Shot's throwing like uh beer attacks at him and Zoro's just like booze attacks and Zoro's just like drinking them, kind of like Luffy. Like it'd be like it'd be like Zoro's version of Luffy versus Cracker. You know, where Luffy was eating the crackers, but Zoro's just drinking all of Vasco Shot's booze attacks. And then Pizarro says, "Oh, yeah, that's a perfect plan, or that's a perfect plan. Only thing is, all the fire damage would still piss off Teach." And Vasco Shot is just drinking glug 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 glug. So Pizarro has a lot of like cat type like personality traits, you know. So yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. And Pizarro continues. They only just patched up the damage from the Rocky Port incident. They only just patched up the damage from. Is the Rocky Port on Hachinosu? Is Rocky? Is the Rocky Port on Hachinosu? Because why do you bring up the Rocky Port incident when talking about the island? Maybe I don't know. And then Vasco Shot said, "Well, I do a better job of it than Wolf." Glug 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 glug. So we see San Juan Wolf just laying down on. Look like he might be laying down on some buildings, sleeping. They say it says the colossal battleship San Juan Wolf, a giant who ate the big fruit and became a gigantification man. And it says that goes without saying. So, all right, so we got confirmation on a few devil fruits. We know that we already knew Shiru ate like the invisible devil fruit. We knew that already a couple chapters ago. Or like back in Wano, we learned that Vasco Shot ate the glug glug devil fruit or the booze devil fruit, I guess you could call the glug glug devil fruit, and then Pizarro ate the island devil fruit, and San Juan Wolf, he is a giant, so he was already a giant, and he ate the big fruit, so he's a giant capable of getting even bigger. You know, so yeah. I thought he ate like a ship. I remember. I thought he ate like a ship devil fruit or something. I don't remember. Uh, but yeah, he ate the big fruit. So I would think he could go back to his original size possibly, and then get big again if he went. So the pirates say, "I found him." We see Kobe jump. He said, "Ah." And then they say escaping on foot might not be possible. Or Kobe says that. But at least I'll be able to buy enough time for the others to set sail. Bruh, so Kobe Kobe out here trying to save the, pretty much sacrifice himself to ensure the safety of the prisoners, the people who are being sold as slaves. And he says, "Huff, Huff, so hero." So okay, so we're cutting to like a bit of a flashback. And someone says, "So hero, tell me." All right, so we see Blackbeard. This Blackbeard talking. "Do you like my idea of making Pirate Island a full-fledged nation? It can be government affiliated so long as I'm king. The Blackbeard Kingdom has a nice ring to it. Don't you think, Z? Ha 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 ha." Kobe says, "I think it sounds delusional. There is no way they'd acknowledge a country of criminals." That's interesting. Like, that's interesting. Blackbeard has a plan to become a kingdom under the world government. I To me that just seems kind of small for Blackbeard to just be the king of an island and be under the world government. I always seen Blackbeard as somebody who wants to rule the world, and having a plan that is to work under the world government again, like go back to working for the world government or being under the world government. It just seems a little small for somebody like Blackbeard. Like the plan just seems a little small, like not big picture thinking. You know what I mean? Like I just don't believe that that's really his plan. You know what I mean? to just have a country to start his own kingdom, you know, of like Hachi, like where the island is his part of his kingdom, and he becomes an affiliate of the world government. It just seems a bit small for somebody like Blackbeard, you know. So I don't think that's seriously his plan, you know. Just seems a bit small, in my opinion. Blackbeard says, "Come on, it ain't nice to piss on someone's dreams. Besides, I'm keeping you alive to be a bargaining chip against them. The Navy and government would collapse before they roll over to a cowardly terrorist like you. Also, you're wasting your time. I'm a member of SWORD." This is weird for Kobe just to be just blurting that out for no reason. Like, I'm a member of SWORD. Like, why are you telling Blackbeard though, of all people? And then Aokiji looks in shock. You know, like, okay. Aokiji member of SWORD, huh? Is that what Oda you're trying to tell us, Oda? Huh? And Blackbeard says, "SWORD? The hell's that?" Aokiji says, "That rules out using him, Teach. If he's serious, it'll be a total bust." Oh. And then Aokiji continues, "He's already given up his Marine code. SWORD members are Marines who are no longer recognized on paper." Oh, I like it. I like we're getting a little more information about SWORD. So Aokiji says SWORD members are Marines, but they're not recognized on paper. So that means he try to use if he does try to use Kobe, the Marines are gonna be like, bro, he's not really one of us, even though technically he still is, but they don't recognize him. So they won't be able to trade him because he's not officially on paper looked at as a Marine. So that makes sense why Drake is a member of SWORD as well. Because Drake is not looked at as a pirate, or he's not looked at as a Marine, he's looked at as a pirate. But he is a member of SWORD. So Aokiji, that bro, it's wild. Aokiji, I feel as though Aokiji might have just gave up his cover without Blackbeard might not even realize it. But if Aokiji, you know, because Aokiji isn't really officially looked at as a Marine or recognized as a Marine anymore either. So I think that's kind of a hint that Aokiji is a member of SWORD. You know, he just pretty much revealed himself without really directly revealing himself. I'm just saying, bro. We about to get some SWORD stuff. Aokiji continues, and we also see Marineford in the background. But he continues, "Everyone in SWORD has officially resigned their commission. That allows them to ignore certain command protocols. For example, they can fight an emperor like you without authorization, and the Navy can always disavow their actions and cut them loose at any point." Also, like Garp, because Garp technically retired, so you know he's not like commissioned, I guess you could say. Aokiji is definitely sus. He definitely, bro, you a member of SWORD. You might be a member of SWORD. I'm just saying. And then, Blackbeard says, "Oh, I get it now. So that's why some rats scurry away, while others don't hesitate to gnaw on your fingertips. Z ha ha ha. I know which ones I prefer. Still, I ain't bugging on this. Let's see how far this plan takes us." So Blackbeard, like, you know what? I don't care. I'm still gonna do it the plan because yeah, he might be disavowed, but he still is a Marine, and they still probably deeply, he still does have some value, or he might have some value, So Blackbeard is like, whatever. We gonna use what we can. We gonna try to go as far as we can with this. And then he says, I doubt the government would write you off that easily. After all, the public wouldn't be pleased to hear they lost their precious hero. If things don't go my way, I can at least give the government a bloody nose. Okay, so when this chapter is named the legendary hero, are we talking about Kobe? Nah, I'm still holding out for Garp. I'm still holding out for Monkey D. Garp to pull up. We already know he's about to pull up anyway, so I'm waiting on Garp to pull up. My guy. And bro, I hope Garp. I hope Garp really. I hope we get to see Garp go in. You know what I'm saying? This is Luffy grandpappy, Ace's adopted grandpappy, Sabo's semi-adopted grandpappy, and Monkey D. Dragon's pappy. I want to see they pappy fight because who the pappy? Garp's the pappy. Joy Boy said, I'm thinking the co-founders of Sword are Aokiji and Akainu. I don't know if I'll say they're, because I think Sword might actually go before them, but I do see them as members as well. Like, I think Garp might have been in, I don't know, because he's still technically like, he was commissioned. So, I think Garp might be part of it or associated with it, right? That's part of the reason why I think Garp is going after Kobe, because he knows that nobody else is going to go for Kobe, him being a member of Sword. And Akainu does have that sword tattoo, so to me that sword means something. That sword tattoo means something on Akainu. He's not a swordsman. He's not a swordsman. Why else do you got a sword tattoo though? I kind of think when Aokiji and Akainu fought, maybe they came up with some type of deal where Akainu was like, look, I'm not going to kill you. How about you resign or something? You look at this as, like I'll tell to everybody like, yeah, sure, you resign because you lost. But how about you go undercover as a member, as a member of Sword? How about you go undercover with Blackbeard's crew? And Aokiji telling Blackbeard this, it was actually probably smart of him to do so because it kind of gains a bit of trust from Blackbeard. It proves to Blackbeard like, yeah, I'm here to help you. So, there's that. Someone says, until then, keep them locked up. Okay, I think this is Blackbeard. Says, we can't have him slipping away and running and ruining my fun. They say, yes, sir. And we see what I think is Kobe running. He got like a shackle on his leg. He says, huff, huff, clang, clang. They say, stop right there, Kobe. Like, wheeze, wheeze. So, Perona? Perona's on the island? She's on Hashinosu? Okay, last time we seen Perona, the last time I remember seeing Perona, because I could be wrong, maybe there was a time after that. She was with Mihawk, and Mihawk, she was talking about like, Moria. I think this was like after Gecko Moria like showed up on Hashinosu, and she's like, there's my former boss, right? Oh, I'm glad he's okay. And then Mihawk, that's when Mihawk told her like, hey, yeah, I think you should leave. This might be a good time to go back to him and leave because things might get a little spicy around here. Things seem like it's going to get a little spicy around here. So maybe, I'm assuming she left and to go find Gecko Moria on Hashinosu. And is she working with the Blackbeard Pirates at this point? Because she's like trying to free Kobe. So she says, hey, I'll let you out if you free Moria-sama. He's in one of the deeper cells. Oh, maybe she broke in. So maybe she broke in Hashinosu. Like maybe she's, you know, I was thinking maybe she's working for Blackbeard. Like maybe Gecko Moria and like maybe she showed up to save Gecko Moria and now her and Gecko Moria is working with Blackbeard. But it seems like Moria is still a prisoner, and I would think that she's there to bust him out. And we see Kobe getting chased. And he says, I may have teamed up with a pirate, but that doesn't change my duty. So where's Moria? Where is Gecko Moria? What I'm interested. Says, come in. 3 Marines are attacking the port. 3 Marines are attacking the port. I think I know who that is. Yeah. Garp, Helmeppo, and that one girl. The one girl that I think people say is Akaino's daughter, I think. I forget her name. But, oh, yes, sir. I think Garp done pulled up. So they say, what? Did they just say 3 Marines? There's no way. They're crazy strong. Watch out. Oh, we know who that is. And then Kobe says, gosh, what am I thinking? It's not like they send anyone just to save me, right? When did I start thinking the world revolved around me? I need to get a grip before I embarrass myself. Nah, Kobe, that's exactly what's happening. Garp is like, bruh, y'all not about to take my youngin. My youngin. Not today. Not today. I'm not about to let that happen, bro. Bro, that's why I love Garp, bro. Garp is the man, bro. Garp is the man. So we see some Marines attacking the pirates. Okay, so these Marines do not look like. Okay, so these are different Marines. I thought it was Garp, bro. Come on now. I thought it was good. These are some different Marines, man. Screw these guys. Screw these guys. They say, who the heck are these guys? They're so tough. Are these the guys who was on at G whatever G island it is that Garp pulled up on when he said, hey, come on, Helmeppo. The one that Helmeppo was on, and we had Dahl, right? And that one guy who was like a prince. He was like a Marine officer, but also a prince. Are these like their guys? So they say, who the heck are these guys? They're so tough. They seem to be trying to push us back to the town center. And someone says, what are they up to? Stop them. And they said, damn it, our guns aren't working on them. So there's some tough dudes, though. But they're not Garp, though. They're definitely not Garp. So we see a pirate actually behead one of the Marines. Says, enough already. Wow. Whoa, I cut his head off. So a dude falls on the ground and his head drops, but it's like liquidy, right? It's liquidy, and he's like bringing himself together, kind of like he's kind of like he has the mud devil fruit, like caribou or something, or devil fruit similar. And he says that stings. The hell is he made of? Clay? Oh, so he might be like a clay Logia devil fruit user. And they say, no way, he's a Logia? And then he says, so it's like wobble. And they say, hey, did that building just move? And other guy says, Gaia, haha, yeah, right. You had one drink too many. Where'd that Kobe guy go? Bro, I'm still waiting on Garp. I'm still waiting on Garp to show up, bro. Like, Garp has to show up, bro. Garp just has to show up, man. I'm gonna be so disappointed in this chapter if Garp don't show up. Like, to me, this chapter could be like I'll say maybe a 9 out of 10. or like a 7 out of 10. It could go either way depending on if we get Gart. Maybe 7.5 because I do kind of like the Blackbeard stuff. I'm just saying so far, what we got in this chapter, it could be like a 9 out of 10 or like a 7.5 out of 10, depending on if we get Gart. And I say the reason why I'll give it so low of a number when it comes to 7 is because of my disappointment of not having Gart. So we see someone in the alleyway with a whip. They say, "Be a good boy and move your asses." And it look like some other Marines. They say, "Huh?" Or are they Marines? Because dude got like an anchor on his. Well, that's not Marine tat. So okay, so they're two different pirates. The guy with the mask say, "What's with this crazy broad?" And then she says, "No back talk, and wipe that dirty look off your face." Is she scolding the building with a whip? Oh, okay. I see what she's doing. So she's moving buildings by she's like commanding the buildings to move. So she got some devil fruit that could command like inanimate objects. I don't know if it's buildings specifically or if it's like any inanimate object, but she can at least command like buildings to move with her whip. I don't know if it's the whip or if it's her ability. Combination of both. Like she's just using the whip, kind of like Law uses his sword to extend his ability. And then she says, "And why are you guys staring?" They said, "What? A Marine?" And she says, "What? You don't get many Marines around here." "Well, at least you're both cute. Why don't y'all come? Why don't you come a little closer? I'd be happy to break you in." So she's kind of like she kind of reminds me of the one chick from Impel Down, the one who was like she was like a suit what's it called sadomasochist or something like that. I know I'm saying the word wrong, but like one of them people who enjoy like inflicting pain on people, a masochist, pseudomasochist, something like that. Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all let me know in the comments. I don't remember the word. I'm having brain farts right now. Oh, I didn't even read the Oda box. I didn't even see that Oda box. So we get an Oda box of this woman. Her name is Kujaku, Navy HQ Rear Admiral, sword member Kujaku, a tamer woman who ate the whip fruit, granddaughter of great staff officer Suru. We get a translator note says her name means peacock. And okay, so it looks like Kobe is surrounded. They said we've got you cornered now, Kobe. Everyone get ready to pump him full of lead. I like how they said let's pump him full of lead in the islands, like full of lead island. And Kobe says, "Crap, I'm surrounded." Huff huff. I guess this is the end of the line, bro. If Garp don't show up right here, if Garp don't show up, bruh, I'm starting to think these Marines are with Garp, right? Like they're part of Garp's crew, and that's probably why they're so strong too, or they're strong enough to be a nuisance. Because I feel like if Garp is going to show up, what better way to make an entrance than to save Kobe, bruh? Get good. So the pirates say fire, and they all shoot their guns, and we see flowers coming out of their guns. Also, is this related to Vegapunk's technology, like that Vegapunk technology where he turns like ammunition into like flowers and stuff? That's what I'm getting from this. They say flowers. What the heck? Wow, they're so beautiful. Dude, bro, this dude going full pansy. He like, oh, it's so beautiful. And he says, wait, what am I saying? Why are the guns making flowers? These must be GP flowers. Who the hell did this? And we see somebody on the roof, and the Marine talking to her. It says, Habari-san, is that you? Oh, so that's Kobe's screaming out to her. And then she says, Kobe senpai, get your butt over here. Okay, so this is the girl who Garp called out to. Like, Garp was the one who said, hey, come on, Helmeppo, come on. Like, Helmeppo was crying, and then Garp was like, hey, come on. Let's go save Kobe. So, yeah, Garp is there. Garp is definitely there. I know he's going to show up at the very last panel or something. I already know where this is going. And I'm hyped. So we see Navy HQ member of Sword Habari. And she says, don't get the wrong idea. I use flower bullets so they won't be able to use their guns for a while. I ain't here to help you. I was going out for lunch and just happened to be in the area. Okay, sure, whatever. you know you was there to help you. So we see that one guy. I forget this guy's name, but he was that prince that I was talking about. And they say, Prince, what's your status? He said, yo, we're all set. Sounds like Kobe's safe too. And his Navy HQ Rear Admiral, member of Sword, Prince Groose, a clay man who ate the quelch fruit. So he's a clay man. And he's creating like a little golem. So he's kind of like Mr. 3, except I'm guessing Mr. 3's ability is... Well, Mr. 3 is a wax, but wax and clay are pretty similar, right? Clay is a little more shapeable, right? Because wax hardens and you can't really reshape it. But like when you heat up wax, it's kind of like clay. Well, no, it could be more runny though. So I guess they are a little different. I guess they're not, because I was thinking Mr. 3's was more of a Logia or a Prometheus, and this guy seems more of a Logia. But it's two different things. But I'm curious if he created the one Marine that got his head cut off, because we never actually got an Oda box on that guy's name and whether he was like a devil fruit user or not. Like, we ain't get nothing on him, so I'm kind of thinking he might have been created by Prince Groose, or whatever his name is. Groose. And he says, how are things on your end? And they say, all good. And he says, aim right for the middle. He said, and someone say, what the heck? I don't remember the town center looking like that. Oh, I see what they did there. So pretty much what they did, like these Marines, they like pushed all the pirates to the middle of the city or the middle of the island, and the one who was moving the buildings, she was moving them in order to like trap them in. And now we got all these pirates in the middle of this city, and they're like surrounded by buildings, and look like they're about to get attacked. I don't know by who, but they about to get attacked. And we see, is that Tashigi? Okay, we got Tashigi. Tashigi said, preparations complete. We see Helmeppo. He says, everyone, hang on tight. Oh boy, The man, the myth, the legend has shown up. He says, hee hee hee. And it says blast off. And we see Garp's ship in the air. Does Garp ship have like coup de burst or something? Or did Garp throw his ship? Like, how the hell did Garp how the hell is Garp ship like flying in the air? Did he like throw it or something? Cause I wouldn't be shocked if he threw it. I would not be shocked if Garp threw it. Cause Garp has this ridiculous strength. So all the pirates say, what? And they say, huh? And their eyes get wide. They see this ship coming towards the way. And Kobe says, a battleship. And the pirate said, I don't believe what I'm seeing. Is that a Navy battleship flying up there? Wait, is someone standing on it? This is no time for questions. Let's book it. Crap, there's too many of us packed in here. We're trapped. That's impossible. Isn't he retired? You're kidding. It's the legendary hero. And my man, Monkey D. Garp. The man, the myth, and the legend, Monkey D. Garp, has entered the chat. I don't think y'all realize what this means, how special this is. The grandpa of the GOAT, the man who will become Pirate King, the father of the world's most dangerous man, the world's most wanted man, the man who is actively at war with the world government, Monkey D. Dragon. I would like to introduce you guys to Vice Admiral, retired Vice Admiral, Monkey D. Garp. My man shows up laughing. They said it's Vice Admiral Garp. And then we see Shilu, Vasco shot. They said run for it. Like the pirates. They say run for it. Screw running. Nowhere on the island is safe. We need to set sail. It's no use. There's no way out of the center now. Bruh. It's just so sexy. It's just so sexy. This chapter. So far, this chapter's so sexy. I'm just saying. All right, so we see Garp jump off the ship. He like jumps off the ship. And he said, Thwop, listen up, you pirate turds. Yo, my man Garp. Yeah. Kobe says, Vice Admiral Garp. He says, you should have thought twice before you kidnapped Kobe. He's the future of the Marines. And then Kobe says, but why? Why would you go this far for me? Not to mention, he's also my irreplaceable protege. And he winds up for a hockey-infused punch. And then, bro, this man... Y'all gonna have to give me a second. I just had a nerdgasm. I'm sorry. I'm gonna need to smoke after this. Somebody give me a cigarette. I don't even smoke cigarettes. I'm gonna need to smoke a cigarette after this. It's just it's so beautiful. So it's such a beautiful sight right here. Such a beautiful sight. We see this big old, just destructive. I guess you would call this like a hockey blast. It almost seemed like a devil fruit ability. It's like a hockey blast, just blowing up everything. I asked, It's like a huge hockey blast. And it's like blowing up the center of the town. Oh my goodness. Bruh. Bro. What what do you say? It says a hero's rampage, One Piece, chapter 1080, end break next week. That's sad to hear. Man. Bro. Bro, this might be, I mean, we got so many great chapters, but this might be one of my favorite chapters this year. I don't want to say that because the whole cross guild thing, but that was, I think that chapter was last year. I want to say. So if the cross guild thing was last year, this might be my favorite chapter, bro, of the year. It might be Garp, bro. That's my guy. Y'all know I'm a big fan of Garp, and we seeing the legendary hero pull up the Hashinosu, and we see him lay this level of destruction with one punch. Garp is the one punch man of One Piece. Bro, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm probably more excited with this moment, with this chapter, than I was for the last chapter with Shanks doing Kid dirty. Oh my god, that great ending, great ending. I'm happy. I might have to get at like a 9.5 out of 10. See, I don't really give tens like that. But I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a 9. You know, I'll give it a 9. I'll give this chapter like a 9 out of 10. Bruh. Bruh, let's talk about this chapter. We start this chapter, or we get the cover page. Cover page ain't really that big a deal. We just a requested cover page with Hiyori and Kawamatsu playing with origami and stuff. But we start off at Hachinosu Island, Blackbeard's island. It doesn't seem like Blackbeard is currently there, but some of his crew is there, like Vasco Shot, Shilu, San Juan Wolf, and I think those were the only 3 we seen. And no, it was 4. It was Pizarro. I almost forgot about Pizarro because he was actually like the first one that I think we seen of the crew. Right? It was Pizarro, Shilu, Vasco Shot, and San Juan Wolf, all at the island. And the island is in chaos right now because Kobe manages to escape. We learn that Kobe managed to escape because Perona gave Kobe the key to leave, and she helped him escape so he could go help Gecko Moria. We didn't see Gecko Moria, so I don't really know his status, if Kobe actually went to go save him or not, because we didn't see him. So, I mean, maybe Gecko Moria already escaped. I don't know. But he's not there. He's not, like, we didn't see him. Maybe Kobe didn't get a chance to actually save Gecko Moria though. So, I don't know. But Kobe pretty much released a bunch of other people who were being sold as slaves, and now they're all trying to escape. Kobe's trying to protect them and help them escape. And Blackbeard's crew, they're all like, hey, since Kobe's escaped, he's not technically under Blackbeard no more. He's not a Blackbeard prisoner. So if we capture Kobe, we could probably go turn him into the Cross Guild and get that money, that hefty bounty, right? Which we learn a little bit about the bounties that the Cross Guild have been putting out. Kobe has a 5-star bounty, and one of the guys said he should be worth about 500 million berries. So if that's the case, I'm thinking that each star means you're worth 100 million berries. But yeah, so Kobe has a bounty. He has a bounty poster. We seen the bounty poster, and all these guys are trying to capture him. Hopefully get the bounty. But we cut to Blackbeard's crew. We see Pizarro and Shilu. Shilu, we already knew his devil fruit, but we got a devil fruit reveal for Pizarro. Pizarro has the island fruit, which he's he's an island man. We didn't really see much of his devil fruit, but judging on what we did see of it, it seems like it's similar to Pika's devil fruit, except where Pika was only restricted to stone, to assimilating himself into stone and being able to manipulate the terrain of stone. Pizarro seems like it's a lot further than that. It's a little less limited. Maybe it's earth in general. Maybe it's earth, stone, grass, whatever. I don't know. I don't really know the limits of his devil fruit. We didn't really get any explanation, but it's similar to Pika, what it seems like. And we also see Vasco shot, who's riding a bubble, and we learned his devil fruit. It's the glug glug fruit, which is like booze, the booze devil fruit, right? He's a booze man. I'm assuming that bubble was made out of booze. It's like a booze bubble. And Pizarro is pretty much like, look, I would go try to calm this stuff down, but I'm a little too destructive. If I'd go, I'll probably cause too much damage. Blackbeard to get pissed. And I probably might end up killing Kobe and Blackbeard to get pissed, right? So they was like, hey, how about you go, Vasco? And Vasco was like, okay, I'll go. I'm gonna go burn down the city, or I'm gonna go burn down the town until he has nowhere else to hide. And they're like, bro, that's worse. Like, nah, you don't do that. Blackbeard will be pissed. It's a good idea though, but Blackbeard will be pissed. So don't go doing that. Don't go destroying the buildings and stuff. And yeah. So we also see San Juan Wolf. We learned about his devil fruit. He has the giant, or the big fruit. We learned that he is already a giant that ate the big devil fruit, which caused him to be even bigger than a normal sized giant. And then we cut to see Kobe. He's still trying to escape. He's ducking and dodging all these pirates that are after him while he's carrying a big old ball and chain that's supposed to restrict his movement. And he's trying to help all these slaves, these prisoners, to escape. Even to the point where he's like, look, I'm gonna hold everybody back. Y'all get on, like, y'all leave, y'all get out of here, y'all escape. There was a ship that people were going on. I'm gonna hold everybody back, but y'all get out of here. And of course, the people they're happy. They're praising Kobe. We get a flashback where Blackbeard was talking to Kobe, and Blackbeard is like, "Hey, Kobe, I'm gonna use you as a bargaining chip because I'm trying to turn my island into a kingdom, so I could join the world government as an officially recognized country." Now I don't really know how that plays into Blackbeard's plan. I personally think that's kind of a low ambition, because especially with Blackbeard trying to possibly be like the king of the world, or something of that level, pirate king of the world, something of that level. I don't know how becoming the king helps. Maybe it gets him a lot closer to Eam, which, if he could kill Eam, or use Eam as a bargaining chip for more power, that could be the case. That could be the case. But Blackbeard is doing that, and Kobe says no, the world government would never they would never negotiate with a terrorist like you. Plus, I am a member of Sword. And upon saying that, we see Aokiji react in shock. And Aokiji says, yeah, Sword members, they're not recognized as Marines. Like, they work off like, on paper, they're disavowed. They're not seen as Marines. They are Marines, but on paper they're not. And so that means that the Marines don't recognize Kobe as a Marine. So he is essentially useless as a bargaining chip, you know. But Blackbeard's like, you know what? We still gonna keep him. We still gonna keep him. We could still possibly use him. Like, sure, he might be disavowed, but he still is held as a hero, and the people will look down on the world government for allowing Kobe to get killed. You know what I mean? Despite him supposedly not being a member of the Marines anymore. So Blackbeard decides to, keep Kobe as prisoner. So yeah, so things are getting so after that things get crazy and Kobe is still trying to escape, trying to run away, and we hear a bunch of explosions in the background, and people are saying, "Oh, there's some Marines here. There's 3 Marines," and Kobe's like, I'm just hearing things. I'm not that important for the Marines to come save just little old me, right? Like I'm not that important. Like, come on now, I'm becoming like he's just looking like how dare I look at myself as being that important? Like I'm nobody, right? But we got the Marines that showed up and they're causing havoc. They're fighting the pirates. One Marine got his head cut off, but it didn't kill him because he like liquefies and then comes back. I don't know if he has a devil fruit or if he's a golem because later down the line we see the Prince Groose that we met earlier in the I want to say post Wano. I want to say we met him post Wano, and he has a like a clay like ability. So I'm thinking that he possibly created some of these Marines, right? We also see another Marine. She has like the whip fruit where she could command buildings, possibly other inanimate objects, maybe people. I don't know, but she's like forcing these as the Marines are pushing the pirates to the center of the town. She's moving the buildings to the center to kind of entrap the pirates, right? And after that, right, we see Kobe is surrounded by a bunch of pirates. Like Kobe gets surrounded by the pirates, and they're like, "Hey, let's kill him. Let's kill him." I don't know if that would have made Blackbeard happy if they would have killed him, but they were ready to kill him. But Kobe was saved by Habanari, who has that Vegapunk technology that could turn ammo and bullets into bullets or into flowers. So while they're distracted, Habanari's like, "All right, Kobe, get out of there, get to a safe distance." And Kobe gets out of there, and that leaves all the Marines in the center of the town, trapped by the buildings, where we see Prince Groose, who's playing with his little clay golem that he's creating, and he says he's talking over to Denden Mushi and says, "Hey, they're ready. They're all at the center. Aim for the center of the town." You know. Now we off the rip we don't really know who he's talking, but we kind of learn at the end because we see Tashigi saying prepare the preparations, and then we see the big homie Monkey D. Garp who's laughing. And after he's laughing, we see Garp's ship fly in the air. I don't know if they have like a coupe de burst type thing or how it flew in the air. Maybe there's a devil fruit user that's capable of doing something like that. At first, I thought Garp threw the ship. I thought Garp threw the ship, but it doesn't seem like that because he was also on the ship. But it's not necessarily the case because he could have pulled like a Kizaru move and throw the ship and then jump on it, right? That could be the case. Kind of like Kizaru, like they shot the cannonball and then Kizaru like jumped on the cannonball. So it's kind of like that. But I'm thinking that might have been the case, but I don't know how Garp would have got that leverage to throw the ship in the water. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe maybe they have like Coop the Burst type technology. Watching the Straw Hats, like like the Marines seen the Straw Hats escape from them so many times using that thing. So they're like, yo, we got to do so. We got to get some type of technology that could replicate that. So we need to escape or we need to chase somebody like the Straw Hats. That could be the case as well. So all these Marines are trapped in the middle of the center of the town, and they see this ship flying, coming towards them, and Garp is just laughing, having the time of his life, and he winds up for one of the most sickest and destructive punches that we've probably seen in the series that has nothing to do with a devil fruit ability or anything, just all physical force and probably some Conquerors hockey in there as well, and some armament hockey, some Conquerors infused armament hockey, because we see this big old blast, bro. That looked like that came from a weapon or a devil fruit ability. But hey, I'm not shocked, bro. It's Garp we talking about. So yeah, Garp has entered the chat. It's a break next week. Good chapter. I really love the chapter. The chapter was probably 9.5 out of 10. Now, I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. I said 9 earlier, but, we did get a little of everything. I don't think it was like, top tier, a little of everything, but we did get a little of everything. We got a little bit of world building. I wish we would have went more in depth when it comes to like sword and how they operate. We got like some Blackbeard stuff in his crew. We learned about his crew's devil fruit. We got introduced to some of these Marines and their devil fruits. I mean, yeah, we met Prince Groose and Habanari earlier, but we learned that they have like Prince Groose has like a devil fruit ability. We met the one girl who has that whip devil fruit. Yeah. Overall, great chapter. We also, got the devil fruits of the Blackbeard pirates, which is, about time. I'm glad we got that as well. But Kobe looked like he might be saved. Blackbeard isn't present to stop anything, because if Blackbeard was on the island, I would have to say, are we going to get a Blackbeard versus Garp? But it doesn't look like we're getting that. It don't look like we're getting a Garp versus Blackbeard unless Blackbeard shows up during all this commotion, right? Which is possible. Maybe he defeated Law. But if he defeated Law, is he going to be in the state where he could fight somebody like Garp? Is he going to be 100%? I don't know. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much the chapter. That is a chapter, great chapter. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy seeing Garp. It's always a good feeling when I get to see Garp, in my opinion. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, though. Anyway, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also, subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Comment down below your thoughts on this chapter. Your thoughts on my reaction. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? Let me know in the comments. Also, follow me on Twitch so you can catch me live and you can engage with me in real time. And if you want to get at me directly, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and join the Discord. The Discord is going to be the best place for you guys to get at me. It's usually where I'm the most active. And if you want to send me content to react to, I have a submission channel in the Discord. And if you want to be part of a future discussion stream, you must be a member of the Discord. All of these will be in the description box below. So yeah. Anyway, it's your boy Sean P, the Bluff God, and I'm out of here. Peace.